All right, Katie, so let's talk about this year 2010 in politics. What were your highlights? When did it kind of start going? And what will you remember when you look back?
I don't know about you, France, but it seems to me like the last 2 weeks were so busy that I can barely remember anything that happened before that. The midterms seem ages away. And that healthcare vote that we spent so long reporting on, I remember night after night reporting on the healthcare vote. Was it going to pass? Wasn't it going to pass? And that, of course, now seems like a light year away.
But isn't this the smartest? Isn't this the smartest strategy ever, that you get all this stuff done at the end of 2010, and that's exactly what you will be remembered for?
All of that, what seemed like bad news earlier on in the year, seems to have been wiped out literally in the last 2 weeks of this year. And that, of course, for the president, the White House is crowing over this. They can't believe what a wonderful Christmas they've had. But I would just add a note of caution for people in the White House who think that this means they've turned their presidency around. Unemployment. Still 9.8%, France, and that is the number. I still believe that is the most critical number of the whole year in the economic side, but also in the political side.
So last question about 2010. What does it say about the American political system? That you almost need a lame duck Congress to get these things done.
Yeah, this is something we don't have in Europe, right? You don't have it in Germany, we don't have it in Britain. This period when you have the old regime is still there, and they're fighting frantically before they have to cede control in order to get all of this done. I mean, hey, maybe this is the way you actually get things done in Washington, because it seems like it's very hard in this paralyzed world to get very much done elsewise.
So let's look at 2011, at this weird odd year in between elections, but as we know, elections here start as soon as the other.
Yeah, I think that by this time next year, of course, we're going to be well into the 2012 elections, but really those are going to begin in January. We're going to come back and our focus is going to be on who's going to run from the Republican side, who's going to get the Republican nomination, who is going to manage to get something done about the economy? And from the domestic side, that's still going to be the overriding issue. Getting that unemployment rate down as we head into those 2012 elections, that is still going to be the key for the president.
Now, with a Democratic president probably running again, do you think the highlights and the headlines will be made by Republicans mainly in 2011?
I think so. I mean, partly because they're going to be in control of the House of Congress, right? So in the House of Representatives, so they're going to be making the running there. Mitch McConnell has already made it clear in the Senate that he's going to put up a very strong fight if the president tries to introduce policies that he doesn't agree with. So we're going to see on Capitol Hill, we're going to see Republicans in power making a lot of noise. We're going to see that Republican nomination process dominating the political headlines. So I think really for the next year, it is the Republicans' year. Watch Sarah Palin. She's still going to be the big figure to watch. And Barack Obama is going to have, I think he's going to have a fight. Whether he's going to have a fight with the Democrats and the left of his party, we'll start seeing that next year as well.
Still some things left to be done. All right, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you, Katie.
And you too. Merry Christmas, France.